Oh, that was a bit loud. Um, there we go. I think that's better. Pretty much, yeah. But hello and welcome to part 7 of what if deku was, or what if deku was a hybrid of an enderman and a creeper. And I don't fully have much to say, other than this week I'm quite busy. And also, from now to pretty much, I think, few weeks inside of the summer break, the videos may come and may come not come. It kind of depends, really, on the day and if I can be inside, because sometimes I have to be outside. So yeah, that's basically it. I think I don't really have much other things to say other than let's just jump right into it. um. So yeah. Now, basically, we last left off at when Izuku, or the UA, went to the end to hide from the war and not be like, and not have them like, what's it called, be, or participate in the war. So yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say. Now, we go a bit of flashback, or we go back a bit to, and this time we go to this perspective of the monsters. Now, basically, there is different people who control, or like there's kind of like a council for the monsters, not like countries and stuff like that, just a council for all of the monsters. Um, so monsters, so basically, representative, I don't have a name for him, Adam, yeah, Adam, that's good, just say Adam. Adam gets, or should I, yeah, Adam, just have it, Adam. He basically goes back to the council and tells that they are at war, going to war uh, with the humans because the humans killed one of their own, um, or tried to kill him there in the meeting. So yeah, and it's basically about, and so every single monster, like, they put tell to tell every single monster that they have to go back to like the they kind of have like their own country monsters, so they all go there. Um, and they basically tell the council tells the monsters that they can choose if they want to participate in this war and tell them about the war and everything. If they want to help them to try and win this war, they'll be happy to join. Um, but if not, then they don't need to join, but they'll have to go into the Nether or the End. The Nether is the second most safest place because the monsters is the only one who can go in. No, the monsters are the only ones who can make the portals, as the end portals. But anyone can go through the portals, other than the Endermans, and the End, basically. So they can choose if they want to go to the Nether or the End, but if they want to go in the End, they have to call the End, like basically the council of the End, and ask if they can take in some refugees from the monsters. So yeah. First, everyone basically says that they want to go to the End because that is the safest route. So basically, the person and council asked the council of the end, if they can take in some refugees. They say they can take in some because they already have taken in some humans who didn't want to participate and doesn't agree with the other humans, and they have already had an agreement with them a long time ago that they could be there if they help them as well later on, because and basically tells them about that UA stuff that. So the Council of Masters says okay, some can go. How many can you take? About like 200 maybe. We really, really, we don't really have much space because we're very many people here. We're endermans, so we can't really take many people. We already have taken like how many are there in the school again? Okay. There's about 300 there, and we can just take in 500. If we could, we would take in more, but we need of course resources to our own. Can't use every single of our resources because resources in the here is very little. So we kind of have to use some of the resources we have on ourselves as well. We can't use it on all other people. We have to also have it on ours. So, but we can take in some a few, like 200, like I said. All right, then. We'll just send out random and to meet at a special place at the portal. All right, and when they have gone through, we will give the news, and it will be families. Oh, this is out of the conversation. They will be joining like in families. Like it won't be like one family member from each families. It will be a whole family going there. So yeah, monsters don't really, or many of the monsters doesn't really have like um, families because they're only one. At least the new from the who were humans became monsters. So yeah. Now the the families get picked out on random, and they go into the end. Now the rest, and the whole monster population is about, let's say, about 1 billion. Let's say that, and the people who and the people who didn't want to fight was about, didn't want to like fight. There was about 250 million, and only 500 200 could go into the end. I know it's fairly little, but it was based and also picked from like um, 25 from, I don't remember how many monsters there are, but like let's say there's enough to like continue the race for each monster, basically. So yeah, um, and that's basically, and the rest went to the Nether. They were all sad, but they understood that they can't take everything, and there aren't any, there aren't like there are a few people who, of course, like other people call them Karens. There are people like that who said that why did they get to go there, and why can't we, and stuff like that. So yeah. Now Zuku, or like I said, the rest, the rest of the ones who didn't want to fight went to the Nether, basically the second safest place, because Nether has a pretty good army of like creatures. Because people who die and doesn't get like buried, who gets like cremated or sent to other places that doesn't get like um, buried, they get sent down to Nether. The Nether isn't like, it's kind of like, and this place doesn't have like heaven and hell, the good place and the bad place. Every single person who dies goes to the Nether. The Nether isn't like the bad place. It's kind of like an okay place where it's kind of like Earth as well. It kind of has the same things, like, but a bit more peaceful, of course, and much safer, you could say. And you become one of the creatures, like a blaze. Most common is skeletons, or 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 nether, or what's it called again? Um, I don't remember the black skeletons, or I don't remember what they're called. Forgot about them a bit. But yeah, wither skeletons. That some gets there and some gets ghasts, some gets piglins and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, Now, and they have like an army of like 500,000 people. Now, of course, it's about 250 million. No, 750 million monsters who want to fight, and that, of course, is a very big number. But if you compare that to absolutely almost every single um, army in the world, all the technology, the weapons against those, it can be an even match. Of course, it's pretty even because the monsters have, of course, um, it basically have the endless supply of army because when they kill um, one of the humans, they bury them, and after 10 years they get back and can fight for the monsters because basically when humans go become monsters, they keep the memories and they everything. Even if they hate monsters, they can't hate monsters anymore. It's kind of like embedded in their soul, or what they're basically embedded in them, that they love monsters, that they don't hate them. So yeah, because they are one themselves. So yeah. Um. Now, basically, war goes on, and the Izuku and the UA and everything. The war has begun going on. I do a time skip, and the war has been going on for about, let's say, 5 years. Let's say just 5 years, and this war is pretty big. It is lots. Many people have gone is dead and everything. And the monsters gets a few soldiers every year, or every single day. They get like one soldier every single day from like old people who has died for like a long time ago. So yeah. Now, and the humans who didn't want to fight, the rest of them, uh, they just went to the bunkers. But instead of the humans, they took, or no, they took basically every single human, or not the rich families, like you could say important. I'm not saying that any like different families are more important than other. Every person is equal important, but just say humans think that different, like, I don't want to say sound racist. I don't mean to be racist, and this is just to say basically racism. Yeah, let's yeah. The people, yeah, the white man are more. Oh, I hate this. I'm just gonna skip it. If you get it, you get it. I don't want to talk about it because I hate talking about it. So I'm not gonna talk about it. Ugh. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I myself hated it. Hated it. Doing that. So yeah. Ugh. Um. Ugh. Sorry. Ugh. I'm just thinking about it. Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry. Uh. Ugh. Continuing. um. Basically, like I said about that I don't want to talk about. Um. Now we have done the 5 skip, 5 year time skip. We go to the end where basically UA and everything they have done and yeah, in the end, basically UA and basically UA and the monsters who came have gotten like a bit more like they got like friends and stuff like that. Get to know each other. So that did the end some of the enderman and stuff like that. And of course, everyone is 5 years older, so they were 17, so they're about like 18, 19, 20, 22, 22 years old. So they're adults now. Um, and the end has basically everything like a city does: stores, pub, pubs, hotels, and other stuff. Of course, some Endermans go to the overworld and gets like resources and stuff like that. Of course, food, stuff like that. Kind of like scouts, I could say. You could say. Well, they have a few farms in the end, even though it doesn't work in the end. They have a few farms. Does it work in the end? I don't remember. But they have a few farms in the end. If it doesn't work, it works here. So yeah, basically, like I said, they have a few farms. They have a few animal farms, but it is not enough to like feed every single. It's enough like to feed almost every single Enderman, like to be healthy enough. But they need a bit extra. So now they need a lot of extra, or not a lot, but a bit extra, because they already made a lot of it. So yeah. But yeah, continuing. Azuku and Todoroki or Shoto are pretty good friends. They are pretty good girlfriend and boyfriend. I'd say they're married now. I know, like I said, the my the ships I make ain't the best. I've tried with a few other what ifs. They aren't best because I forget about them, because they aren't really irrelevant to the story. Other than that one what if that I made, that the wolf what if I made a bit of time ago. I think about 2 months ago. I think, or 1 month ago. Guess I'm gonna see if I can find like the last one. I think I can see the last part. Nope, I can't see the last part. Alright then. At least 1 month ago, a bit. Kind of 1 month ago, I guess. I made it. So yeah. Now, basically, said they were married. They don't have kids or anything. Of course, they're just 22 years old, so they don't have kids. Not to offend anyone, any parents of year 22 or younger or older. Not to mean offend anyone, of course. But yeah. Now, let's say, also in this time skip, they have like kind of gotten used to life in the end. Of course, they miss home very much. A few of them get to like see how the overworld is, and it's a lot of chaos. Like cities have been destroyed, monuments have been destroyed, countries even has been destroyed. So it's kind of a chaos. It will be better, of course, to say later. Now, and now we go to the wars, or the overworld's perspective, or the humans. The humans have basically found a way to create a portal to the nether, where they know for a fact that there are civilians or more monsters. So, they make the portal and go to the nether, kill absolutely every single monster there. Other than, of course, like the most important people, or not most important, but most like a few warriors, like the person in charge, a few civilians, and the person in charge has a portal to the end because every single person like that is in charge of like the Nether has the person in charge of the Nether has a portal to the end, and the people who has who are in control, who are in charge of the overworld of the monsters, they have a portal. So yeah, and every single Enderman has a portal that they can make. But they're kind of just like in the world. They're like one or two portals, or one portal that was Izuku's portal. But then, of course, there's the monsters portal, or three portals together. Now two because Izuku destroyed her portal. So yeah, and also the overworld's monsters have destroyed theirs, so just one left portal left, and that's another one. So they thought that they could get to the Nether at the end from the Nether because they found out, just let's say they found out a way to get that they had a portal to the end there. So basically, every single monster that is left in the Nether is taken to the end. Even though there aren't much space left in the end, the Nether doesn't know this, of course. Another is endless. Also, the end as well. It's just that the resources, they don't have enough resources to do so, to like feed everyone. So yeah, then the rest of the people in the Nether go to the end, and one person who sacrifices himself or herself, either one of those, basically stays and destroys the portal, and they get killed. So yeah, and now we go to the where basically they and the person who destroyed absolutely everything. There's not a speck of DNA or material left. They can't recreate it basically anymore, because they can recreate it if they have like the pieces or a bit of like things from it, but he burned it in lava. Basically, every single thing of it, he burned it in lava, so it's completely destroyed. Nothing is left of it. Not a single material or anything. So yeah, it's basically erased from existence, you could say. Even though it doesn't make sense, it just is. So yeah. Now we go to the end, where basically they just came in, where basically, let's say Izuku is jumping along and just looking and just to pretty mature, pretty pretty much just watching to see if anything happens, or just basically she's on patrol basically, kind of like the hero patrols or the police patrols, basically kind of like that. She's basically going around to see if anything is wrong or anyone needs help or anything. So yeah, and she sees them, and she goes to them and says, "Why are you here? She sees when she and then she notices that they're all they're all beat up, and there are scratches and they're bleeding or whatever monsters do, and they're pretty hurt. I mean, the pretty much the person in charge says, oh, can you take me to one of your leaders? Another was attacked by the humans. They had too many weapons and too many people. But the portal was destroyed, though, by a person who saved us, who sacrificed himself for us. So can you please save us here, or keep us here for safety? Oof, it's not good. Soon this war has to go upon us as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, first you need to recover. I'll tell council that you came and stuff like that and what happened. Thank you. So, Zuki leads them to basically a hospital there, and they get healed. They basically begins to recover. And Izuku goes to the council, which she's kind of a member of, and I quote, kind of. Um, she isn't like a official member. She's just a kind of like helping hand because just because she's she's kind of like a, you could say, the person who's the second of just under the council, but almost at the council, you could say, like in between the council and the person who's under the council. She has more power than the person who's under the council, but she doesn't have enough. She doesn't have as much power as the council. I know it's kind of confusing. Just bear with it. So she goes to the council, which she knows personally, of course, and she tells them about everything and say, well, I guess we can take. How many were? I guess again. There were about like 150 or so. And don't worry, the portal was destroyed. A person sacrificed themselves to destroy the portal. I guess for such a kind act for destroying portal, not leaving for the humans to get here, yes, we can take them in, but soon we have to get into war with the humans as well. We don't want to get in war with these people. We're peaceful, we're neutral, but if they attack us, we'll have to protect ourselves and attack back. So, yes, we'll still stay on standby now, but still on high alert. So yeah. That's basically what happens. They stay on high alert to be careful at it if anything happens or anyone comes. Stuff like that. And they basically fully recovered and everything. Or they're still recovering. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off. And I don't know if it's a bit weird that I left it off here. And plus, I apparently have going more than 20 minutes. Though I didn't think I would, I did. I guess I did have more time than I expected. So yeah, I mean I have to 5, but kind of wanted to have some time to myself, and I didn't know if I had to eat soon. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this part. I hope you enjoyed this, I guess, arc, this war arc. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, a few parts or a few uploads back, I remember, I think it was 50 sub finale and info. Base about like the new what ifs I could make. I'll say them again now because I see not many people have watched it, and this series is pretty popular, or pretty much the only series I have right as of right now. So I'll basically say the same thing there. There's a few like what if ideas I can do. They are not my ideas. It's just I'm inspired to maybe do them. I have like a few like beginnings of it, like the first parts and maybe the second part of a few of them. Not everyone. I think I said what if deku, and these are the ones, and you can put them, or I can say that afterwards. The what ifs I can make that you can choose. It's basically the what if deku was a girl. I need to find these again. I don't know if I have it again. Oh, and what if deku was a technoblade? I don't know fully much about it. but I know a bit of it. What if deku or Deku was Todoroki? Whichever I find out I can do. What if they got a time quirk? What if Deku was a Kitsune? What if Deku was Grim Reaper? What, or basically what vigilante? Which others did I find here? Just looking here, but see if it was another one I had. Like, I'm going through a long list here of like old ideas that I had, but aren't really good. Probably no one will understand either way. Also, yeah, what if Deku was born a few years before the anime, like 10 years or so? What if Deku was a shapeshifter or had a quirk named had a quirk shapeshifter quirk? I'm just saying, none of these ideas are mine. They're all from their respective creators. I don't own any of these. I'm just looking through. I've just looked through, like, get the inspiration of things to do. In the what ifs, if I get, like, if you want to make me a special what if, I'll look. I'll see where the person who I found the what if from, and I'll basically shout them out. I guess I found it from their channel, but I don't know if they're like it's original or they made it up. But yeah. And just looking last, see if there was more. I don't think so. I think it wasn't Uchiha. I guess, but like I said, a few what ifs back. I don't really know much about Naruto. Just Naruto series. Just a bit of like, I know about like the Uchiha clan and like stuff like that, but not much. Oh yeah, and what if Deku was quirkless or a police officer? I think that's basically it. Yeah, I think that's it. Now, please like comment which what if you would like me to do. Because this what if will maybe soon end like a few more parts, like 3 or 2 more parts, and I'll end it. I think I'll have to see how much more I can how longer I can make this. So yeah, like I said, comment down below if but if you want me to do. Subscribe, comment, and like the video if you like it, or subscribe if you like want to see more. And I'll see you tomorrow.